Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In case you're new here, my name is Kim. This is Core Union. I don't want you guys to worry if you're not able to feel being in the state of being fully loved, adored, and cherished because of the things that happen in your 3D reality with your person or different circumstances and events that you experienced. If you're having a hard time feeling into it and you still feel sad or agitated or angry, or if you're not being treated the way you deserve to be treated, say by your boss or your coworkers or your employees, or basically anyone in your reality, not getting the money that you want and all this stuff. And if you're feeling a sense of insecurity or feeling unsafe, angry, or frustrated, don't let those words in any way sway you into thinking that you're not going to be able to achieve what it is that you desire, what it is that you want, because it is truly already done, or you wouldn't have the desire to begin with. Your desire already desires you, or you wouldn't desire it in the first place. So I promise you, if you would just drop some of the habits that you have of constantly wondering, thinking, checking your 3D for evidence, and constantly being aware that something hasn't fully solidified yet, if you would just drop those habits and stay completely persisting in your inner world and just stay in your happy little bubble, create the life that you want in your happy little bubble and stay there. And don't let anything burst your bubble. Okay. Don't talk about it with anybody in your reality, only because it most likely will end up triggering you because something may be reflected back to you that is still active within you. You wouldn't be reactive or triggered by something unless somehow, some way, there's a little bit of something still left over that might be something that you are afraid of. So it's not a big deal. It just means that your emotional filter, your body, still has a little bit of an active something in the subconscious or conscious that you just need to release and let go of. I have explained on many videos before that when we get triggered by things in our reality, when you are not deeply triggered, it is not that big of a deal. Like you're not going to spiral out of control. You just suddenly got a sudden thought, or you saw something, or you heard something, and it had some sort of it made a connection in your mind of things that were painful, say, with your specific person. When it's not a deep trigger, I want you to just remind yourself of the process, step back from it, observe it, release it, let it go, and get back in alignment with your end. Get back in alignment on your mental diet. If it is a deep trigger when it comes to anything related to money or your specific person, but of course, most of you guys, you're looking for help and coaching on specific person related matters. Remind you, it's all the same because it's all your reality is all of your consciousness, which is both your conscious and subconscious mind, just being animated for you. It's all being personified for you. But if you're deeply triggered, and if it's related to, say, your specific person, and it's not just something that you can easily just shift your thinking and go back into alignment with your mental diet, I want you to have a goal to get back on your mental diet as soon as possible. But that doesn't mean that if you are feeling bad or feeling hurt, if you're not able to get back in the swing of it, even for a week, you're okay. It's not a big deal. Nothing has happened. Nothing has ruined it. You haven't ruined it. You should express your anger and your frustration, not at your person in a reactive, immature way, but in some sort of a cathartic, healthy way. So you have a deep trigger, you're angry, you're frustrated. Never, ever, ever suppress your emotions. That is the beginning of dis-ease. Okay. But detach it from your person. That's all you need to do. Just detach it from your person. Your person mirrored something back at you that you have to look at. Because if you don't look at it, then you can't actually have the relationship that you want and deserve because your ego is trying to stop you from having it. Your ego is just trying to stop you because of wounds that you have in your past, and it's trying to say, no, we're not going to allow you to get hurt again. So those are your barriers. Those are your blocks. Okay. It's really that simple. So detach it from your person. Get really clear of who your person is, all of the qualities that you love about them. Okay. And keep them in a nice and safe place. And then nurture yourself. If you need to cry, get it out and cry. Cry in a pillow. If you need to shout in your pillow, go ahead. If you need to throw your pillow, go ahead. If you need to work out and get the frustration out, please do it. Don't hold it in, because you will become it's like you're going to become a pressure cooker, and you're going to get very, very, very highly reactive with everything in your reality. And then, you're going to end up probably experiencing a lot of things that you don't like. So nurture yourself, take care of yourself, express the emotion, but please make it very clear that this has nothing to do with your person. Okay? It's as simple as that. And if you have an awareness, I feel like when they did this or that, that reminded me of something that happened with my mother, my father, this person, this ex, that relationship, whatever it is. If it's one at a time, when you are triggered, take care of yourself, nurture yourself, let yourself know how perfect you are in everything you say, everything that you do, how worthy you are, how deserving you are, how loved you are, how safe and secure you are. And also, if you're aware of who it was that harmed you, let them come in, say what you have to say to them, express it to them. It's safe to express it to them, and let them beg you for forgiveness. Let them come to you in a strong way, though. Don't have them in a bad state. In a strong way, have them come to you with complete vulnerability in their highest and best, and have them come to you and say how deeply, incredibly sorry they are and how you deserved more. Revise a situation from your past, from your childhood, and have whomever it was show up for you in the way that you needed them to back then. And then also let that little part of you, because a little part of you, even though you're an adult and you're aware that things weren't your fault, on a subconscious level, when we're children, we disassociate and we take all of the blame on, because if we put the blame on the people who we depend on to love us and to care for us, and if they become bad in our eyes, we've really put ourselves in a very risky position. So on a subconscious level, we end up taking the blame. Like, there must be something wrong with me. Something is wrong with me for them to be doing this to me, for them to be ignoring me or abandoning me or rejecting me or talking like this to me. It is me. There's something wrong with me. And that is just it's what we all do. It's part of being human. Okay. And I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychologist. And I know this from just kind of living and learning. When I've done this, I've healed my inner, my dark, my shadow, my inner child stuff. And it is reflective and it helps. And it has made everything with me and my Marisol Hannah solidified and strong and deep. While I am doing the work and Hannah's doing the work, and together we're doing it together, I don't need to do it alone anymore. I don't need to be perfectly healed to be in love and in a relationship with him. Okay. So that's how you handle a deep trigger. Okay. Nobody ever said on this channel that, and I'm only reacting to somebody who made a comment recently, by the way. Somebody had made a comment, something, and I want to address that without putting them on the spot. I have never said in any of my videos to suppress your feelings and just to ignore. I do say ignore current circumstances in the way that, in other words, disregard appearances, ignore what's happening in a way that it doesn't matter. It will all shift and change because your reality is malleable, and your reality will show itself and show the change to you when you've made the inner change and the inner shift. Okay. So anyway, I love you guys so much. I hope that this video helped. Comment down below that you know and you understand, and you are going to stay faithful to your kingdom of heaven, and you are going to make a promise to yourself that you are going to affirm that you are more and more strong in every way, every day, and that you understand how manifestation works, and that you know that you are creating your entire life in your reality, and you are going to stay faithful to your end. I love you guys so much. Have an amazing day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Nothing can come, nothing can come.